stay outside, but I got some work to do in here for a little bit, and I'm going to be moving outside. But anyway, I'm putting together this raised bed. Something I saw on YouTube. I cannot remember the channel, Small Gardens or something like that. I can't remember. But anyway, I'll find it and put it in the link where I found it. So just take a couple, well, it took 3 2x4s, and you just butt end them here and put screws in each end on that, so you get your one frame set up. And then when this was on the bottom, I'm sorry, I started on this thing, then I thought, well, I'll go ahead and record it. But then I took some 1x6 boards. These are oak. These I had in stock from a log that I'd sawed into lumber a number of years ago. So I just use those. I know it's going to be a little heavier, but oak is a little bit harder material, and it is heavy. But anyway, what I did before, on Friday, 3 days ago, I put some raw linseed oil on this, on the outside of the oak and on the all around on both sides and underneath and on top of the 2x4s. Got them all coated. It took about 2 or 3 days for that linseed oil to soak in. That'll help preserve that lumber. You don't want to use treated lumber on a raised bed. So what I'm doing is, after I got the top adhered to the top of the 2x4, I flipped everything, flipped it over, and now I've cut my metal 2-foot sections. This was a ridge cap, and I took a ridge cap and I put it in the corner. So I've got the ridge caps put in on all 4 sides. I pre-drilled my panel with holes, so all I have to do now is go back in and put my screws in, and I'm using these basically screws that you use to attach the metal roof to a building. So I'm just going to use those on the inside. But you've got, 2.5 inches of height here. So I went up about 1 inch, and so I'm going to drill those into here as I put my panels up. So anyway, once this is done, put it in the truck, move it to the garden, and then this is what goes on the ground. This is your bottom. It's upside down right now, so this is your bottom. So when I get it out, I'll flip it over and put the metal on the ground. Like 13 inches is what I needed between this panel and this panel to complete it. And I have one sheet there that I'm going to put across the end here. So I just need to cut. So what I have to do is, in order to cut this, I've been using my plasma cutter. It makes it a heck of a lot easier than trying to cut this thing by hand. So anyway, we'll get this going here in just a second. Let me get my glasses on and get my torch, and we will cut that big bad boy and we'll put them together. sometimes it's better to be good than lucky. Well, either way it works out. I got lucky on that. I had enough panels. I ended up getting 15 feet of these panels, and they were they're 3 feet across, and it cost me only $1.50 a linear foot. So for 30 bucks with the corners and the sides, that's all it cost me for the metal. So we'll get back in here and we'll finish up putting these panels together. Like I say, you're looking at it from the bottom side, looking to the top, but it's a heavy little device. But what I'll do is take it and probably load it in the truck to take it around to the garden. Got it out here, and I went ahead and did it by myself. It slid right out of the truck easy enough, of course, and then what I did, I just flipped it end to end, and then I was able to get in and pick it up and move it. So it's not as heavy as it looks. I mean, with this oak lumber, it does make it heavier, but still. And then once you get it out here, then I have just lined the bottom with cardboard, and now I'll go get some dirt, and we'll fill this thing up with dirt to about here, I guess. And then I'm going to have to devise a way to put some mesh over it to keep our friends the deer from getting in there. So one thing about it is I'm close enough to my water source I can water it with a hose, and we'll see how this does. I've had here it is. I got it filled up with dirt. If I was to have to do this over again, I'd probably make them a little bit smaller, maybe not as wide. I live in a in an urban area, and you want to make one of these. The thing about it is, it's going to take a lot of dirt. It took 3 scoops from my tractor to get the dirt up to here. Luckily, I had the dirt here. It was ready and available for me. So, but it's all in here now, and let that dirt warm up for a little bit, and we'll be ready to plant here within the next week or so. Hope you enjoy it, and let's get out and do something.